The Federation of Light, the flip. Hello. Last week was a no-go due to a pinched nerve in my shoulder, prompting me to be horizontal for days, as that was the only way to be pain-free. So much better now, yet caused my birthday frolickings to be rather under par. Obviously, my left wing is having trouble sprouting. Right-ho. Off we go. Greetings of the highest order to you, Blossom, and each soul who enjoys our conversations as they are delivered. There was a great response to the envelope channeling. Do you have any more to add? Not at this stage. We are aware that many are keen to know what is to happen, how it is to be after such an event. In my head, I am receiving the word flip. As if there is a flip over? Yes. This would be correct. We are also aware that many have heard of this for so long now that their enthusiasm for such a turnaround is waning. May it be understood that we are aware that it seems such a long wait for you, yet we do not engage ourselves in timing. For we are unable to do so. Yes, many have mentioned being in their 80s, and over and want to know if they shall be around. They have waited so long and don't want to miss out. Blossom, no one on or off planet will miss out. For it is a universal event, in which everything shall be affected. It is much bigger than you can imagine. Yet, know this. It is for the greater good of all mankind. For indeed, has not the human race suffered enough? I should say so, and then some. This flip shall bring such joy as there shall be a massive upliftment in consciousness. In a sense, it shall be like being reborn, for all and everything around you will have undergone the same transition. Yet, why would it be then that many would need the help of those who are in the know about what is going on? Why would they need help if everything in the garden is suddenly rosy? Because, Blossom, the lives of many, many souls on your planet have been undernourished in ways of spiritual enlightenment. A change in atmosphere literally along with a shift so big that nothing has taken place in this way before shall leave many reeling and not being able to comprehend what has happened. So, those who are awake will be able to comprehend, will they? Indeed. This is the role that many are waiting for. This is when the envelopes shall be received and understood. So, to clarify, not everyone gets envelopes. Correct. For they have chosen to remain imprisoned in their minds. So, their envelopes get returned to sender. For some. Yet, not many. A way to describe it in the best way we can would be that those who received envelopes transition into a higher placement of themselves. As if, almost, literally a glow of light will be emanating from their beings. That's cool. That would certainly show that we had moved into a higher frequency of ourselves. Seeing as you cannot tell us when, I guess it just sits nicely to know that one day this will come about. The thought of living in a world of higher consciousness and the darkness gone is definitely something to hold on to. And to know it as truth. This is so, Blossom. This is to come. And shall be so very welcomed after the turmoil and upheaval that shall have been revealed to all by then. I am a little confused. I thought we would be helping those who are asleep during these times of turmoil, not after it has all died down. You shall know how to behave and what to do, as more and more of how your planet has been run is disclosed. Your awareness of love and the way to the bridge shall show many the way to a greater understanding. However, that is in preparation for the next phase. Phase? You mentioned the word phase. Hold the phone just a toot a minute. Which number phase would we be talking here? 4. Wow. That was loud and clear. Correct me if I am wrong. We are still in phase 1. Correct. You say phase 2 is another lockdown. Correct. Yet, managed so differently from the original a few of your years ago. Phase 3 would be coming to terms with what took place in phase 2. Which is what? The revealing of unimaginable truths. Both good and bad. That's interesting, and a little less daunting. What takes place in phase 2 will send the world spinning. Depending on whether it is flat or round. depending on reactions by the human race and many other factors. So, Phase 3 will be the aftermath of Phase 2? Picking up the pieces, sort of thing? Not just picking up the pieces, Blossom putting them back together. Yet, in this Phase 3, life on Earth will seem very different, and there will not be the waiting around for something to happen. There cannot be, for so much will have happened in Phase 2. So, Phase 3 is coming to terms with what has been revealed, leading into Phase 4, which will be the envelopes and so much more, leading into Phase 5, which is glory, joy, peace, laughter, kindness, giving, loving, the world in which you belong, the world in which you know is waiting for you, the world where your soul knows what the soul's love, light, and truth should feel like, the world where you can understand why you volunteered to enter into it in order to exit out of it. Say what? That's a statement and a half. Meaning, I know what I think it could mean, yet let's see what your answer is. Meaning, Blossom, that yes, indeed, you are trapped within a world where those who had the power to control it did so in ways that will blow your minds. The light power that is taking over and recovering hidden artifacts that can make such a difference in ways of improving the energy that can remain centered and anchored is so forceful that it will blow the place apart. In a good way. Indeed, for this is the way forward. If I am following correctly, this event, will allow us to break free from this trap. Yes. This is what it is all about. This is what everything is leading up to. I have heard about this trap, many have, many haven't. You have never really commented before. Blossom, we try to be discerning. Many souls find these conversations more and more of late. Each one has reached their own particular level of understanding that which is taking place. Some information is shocking to newly awakened beings. Therefore, we introduce possibilities when we feel it the correct timing to do so. And yet even with possibilities such as these, apparently that which is to be revealed is way more out of the box than these things we have heard about. Why do you call them possibilities? In order for each soul to find out truths for themselves. Do not take our word for it. Feel within the resonance of our words. If they feel uncomfortable, investigate, and come to your own conclusion. Your own truth. Yet, things I heard of a few years ago, I was not ready to even entertain, and now, I accept them as possible truth. So, Phase 5 is at euphoria. The finale. Oh no, Blossom, Phase 5 is just the beginning. Do you know what? I am going to leave it there. A cliffhanger. Plenty for us to ponder on. May I just ask, before I go? Why now, are you happy to talk about the phases, when before they were a no-go? Divine timing, Blossom. Divine timing. In gratitude. In loving service. I am entering the cosmic washing machine. During the 1212 portal, I was shown an energetic corridor that those who choose to enter are entering. This sacred passageway will transport us to a new energetic frequency bandwidth. As we embody this vibrational frequency more and more in our inner reality, our outer reality will change. I was shown that the energetic corridor is like a cosmic washing machine. It will soak, agitate, and spin us, clearing out what can no longer be sustained in the new frequency bandwidth, and bringing it all to the surface. This corridor will show us the incredible inversion and distortion of our reality. We have collectively accepted manipulation, as it's always been part of our reality. Now, we are questioning and examining everything. As the cosmic washing machine turns and spins, we will see many things that will point to the collective shadow being exposed. Yet, the utmost importance is to turn the light inward to examine our inner shadows, the hidden spots within. As we bring our light, consciousness, to our shadows, unconsciousness, we come into greater reconciliation with this experience, and with ourselves. The shadow is our blind spot. By illuminating what is hidden deep within us, we will then be able to come from a place of greater clarity, understanding, and love for ourselves and for each other. This is a necessary step, as we work to remove all the ways that we pretended to be separate from our soul, the earth, and from Source. We will begin to understand more and more how our reality is a micro of the macro. It will change our perceptions and lead to greater empowerment and embodiment. Some entered this corridor earlier this week, when the 1212 portal opened. The energy waves would roll through, often creating feelings of discomfort, anxiety, overwhelm, and crankiness. Those feelings would lessen, but wherever there was an energy blockage, I noticed it became a site of physical discomfort as the wave moved through. When this happens, connect with your body's painful or weak spots. Each location has something to teach you. Body work, massage, Reiki, etc. is beneficial, as is gentle stretching and movement. It becomes healing when combined with your conscious connection and desire to understand it, instead of pushing it away. As we go through the cosmic washing machine, we feel pushed, pulled, and stretched. The things that are no longer working will become more obvious, or disappear. The more we allow things to float away, the more we align with ourselves and our next steps, we may find ourselves triggered and experiencing a resurgence of old but unhealed wounds. Like an onion, we do also have many layers. Now is the opportunity to see deeper into them, to get to the root. We have the greater capacity to see bigger pictures now, and to put concepts together, connecting the dots. That expanded view will allow us to heal and move through the density of our incarnations. This next period of time will test us on many levels. Now is a good time to look at your coping mechanisms. What routines, habits, and rituals have helped you thus far on your journey? Write them down and post them in a visible location, as a reminder. It will also be important to stay connected with the people in your life that support you. It doesn't matter if it is an internet friend, or the neighbor across the street. We need connection and communion with like-minded individuals. My team explained that many will feel lost and disconnected. This is because the foundation in which they've anchored their existence into no longer exists. Now, we must anchor into ourselves, into our center, cultivating this space as our home and sanctuary. Our connection to ourselves on all levels and to Source now becomes the foundation. Message from the angels, faith believing in the good you cannot yet see. My dear friends, we love you so very much. You are eternally held in an embrace of love. Seasons come and go. Years come and go. Hierarchies rise and fall. Yet never in your eternal journey are you without love, for it is the stuff from which you are made. You feel that love inside of you stirring often. More often than most of you give yourself credit for, you feel compassion or appreciation. Without realizing it, hundreds of times a day, you savor a simple pleasure, or a breath of relief. In every moment, love seeks to rise up within you and greet itself in countless different forms. You love these moments when the presence within you dances with the presence in another. It feels wonderful when someone acknowledges you for the beautiful and loving being that you are. You adore the moment when someone shines the spotlight of love upon you. And while each of you would prefer to engage with others in such a loving dance, not everyone in your world loves themselves enough to be loving and kind. Not everyone is ready to release fear, anger, or resentment. Many are unwilling to let go of a painful past in exchange for a peaceful present. Many cannot believe in what they have not yet seen. Many want you to keep them company in their misery. This is a challenge for those of you who love so deeply. You long for all souls to know how deeply they are loved. You want people to understand the goodness of your heart and the sincerity of your intentions. You crave kind and caring interactions. Not everyone is ready for this, dear ones. Others cannot yet acknowledge the light in you if they are lost in their own darkness. One mired in misery will not want to be around someone who reflects their potential capacity for joy. It is not your failure to love, dear friends, when others are unloving. It is not your failure to teach when others don't want to learn. It is not your failure to please when others are unpleasable. Everyone is responsible for their own vibration, and far too many of you beautiful, love-filled souls have taken it upon yourself to be responsible for the joy of others. You cannot. You are not the source of anyone's happiness or pain. You are a beacon of light that shines upon their path. If they are ready for growth, they'll love you, and want what you have to offer. If they are not, they will push you away. Believe in their light anyway. Whether you can see it or not, the light lives beneath all beings and all things, and holding your focus there instead of believing only what you see on the surface will keep you in the light regardless of what others choose. We know that it is often difficult to feel what you cannot see. It is much easier to tune into and feel what you are being shown through your physical senses. It is easy to believe in the rose you smell, the food you taste, and the behaviors you see and hear on your social media or television. It is easy to look at what your physical senses present and think that this is all there is to reality. However, there are so many things you do not see. There are places on your earth that would take your breath away. There are people giving in such loving ways you would call them saints. There are little children quietly sharing love and joy in their entire communities. Countless people are doing countless good deeds every day. Most of them will never be seen on your news or social media, yet they send beautiful shining ripples of light into the human pond. Many of you are not making a production about your loving heart and kindly lived lives. Nonetheless, you are sending waves of goodness into the mass consciousness, waves far more important than you will understand on your earth. It often takes faith, a belief in things unseen, to find the love life has to offer. There is so much competition for your attention. Still, your heart always wants to turn to the light. Your heart always wants to find good and feel good. You are like beautiful sunflowers wanting to follow the trajectory of the light. No matter how weary or browbeaten you feel, you all want to feel more love. You all want the world to know your love. Have faith in the good. Have faith in divine love for you. Believe in your own goodness and worthiness. The world and others who taught you have not always made love evident or easy, but you can choose one moment after the next to look for the good, acknowledge the good in yourself, and seek the good in others. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to love yourself in this fashion. You deserve to expect good ahead, even if no one in front of you appears to be offering it at the time. If you want a delicious cookie, you must believe that the delicious cookie exists before you see it. You must believe in it even when someone hands you a terrible cookie. You must believe in it even while it is baking in an oven you do not know exists. If you have faith, your expectations will cause you to look forward to the cookie, talk about the cookie, and be open to having your delicious cookie delivered in some sort of magical way. If you do not have faith, you'll give up and miss the cookie when it comes, or eat the bad cookie, and assume that's all you get. We use simple analogies, but in truth, it is your faith that creates. Your belief in something you cannot yet see holds a vibrational frequency that allows you to be guided straight to what you want. Your faith is not a passive thought but an active vibrational emanation that will draw unto what you seek. Challenge yourselves to be like a child during the holidays, anticipating what you cannot yet see. If you could look forward to your creations with as much anticipation as a child, you would receive them far more quickly. And if that is too much of a stretch, sit with us and receive our love, for at the very least, we want to wrap you in this embrace. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angel's Source, arrayoflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.